Good morning, everyone. Myself, Sandeep Ake, Assistant Professor in Commerce. Now I am going to present a lecture on the topic residential status of an individual. In this video, we shall work out problem on a residential status of individual. Please see problem number 6. David Miller, an American, came to India on 20th December 2016. First of all, write down solution. Draw two columns. Write down arrival, departure. He came to India. Okay. Write down in arrival column 20th December 2016. This date will comes in the year 2016-17. 16-17 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. He was in India till 31st January 2018 when he went to Canada. By 18, this date will appear in the year 2017-18. Write down in departure column 16-17 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡಿಪಾರ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ 31st January 2018. This date will appear in the year 2017-18. Next, he came to India taking up an employment in a British concern on 15th May 2018. He again came to India. Write down in arrival column 15th May 2018. This date will comes in 2018-19. 2018-19. He was sent to Japan for 6 months training on 1st November 2018. In the same year, he was sent to Japan for training purpose. Okay, write down in front of 2018-19, 1st November 2018, departure column write down 2018-19. Okay, next line. He was transferred to Singapore branch on 10th August 2018. Before recording this date, you should know that after completion of training, he came to India. On which date? After 6 months. Okay. ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆದ 6 ತಿಂಗಳ ನಂತರ ಆತ ಪುನಃ ವಾಪಸ್ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 6 months ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನವೆಂಬರ್, ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್, ಜನವರಿ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿ, ಮಾರ್ಚ್, ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್. ಓಕೆ, 6 months ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ 1st May. 1st May he again came to India. 1st May 2019. Okay, this date will appear in 2019-20. 2019-20. Understand? Next, he was transferred to Singapore branch on 10th August 2019. Okay, write it in departure column 10th August 2019. This date will appear in 2019-20. Understand? Next, find out his residential status for the assessment year 1920 and 2021. In this problem, you have to find out 2 years residential status of David Miller. Okay, first of all, check out whether he is an Indian citizen or American. Okay, in this problem, it was given that he was American citizen. Okay, American. Because of that reason, exception to the basic condition B does not applicable to him. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 182 days ಅಥವಾ 60 days ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂಡ್ 365 days ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ 4 years ಪ್ರಿಸೀಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಆತ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾನೆ, ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, 2 ವರ್ಷದ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿ ಶಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ residential status for the assessment year 1920. Okay, next line, write down point A, residential status for the assessment year 1920. Understand? First of all, write down previous year belongs to this assessment year. Assessment year 1920 ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ previous year. ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು? Previous year 2018-19. Understand? This year will begin from 1st April 2018 and ends on 31st March 2019. 31st March 2019. Next, assessment year 2019-20. Okay. Next, find out stay in India during previous year. Stay in India during previous year. Please see table given in the problem. Previous year 18-19, you know. Okay, 18-19 ಡೇಟಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಅರೈವಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 15th May 2018 ಅಂತ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಡಿಪಾರ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ 1st November 2018-19 ಎರಡು ಡೇಟಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ he came to India on 15th May 2018 and went outside India on 1st November 2018. Okay, you have to compute number of days from arrival to departure. Okay, write down stay in India during the previous year 15th May 2018 to 1st November. Okay, first of all find out number of days stayed during the previous year. Okay, May consists of 30 days. Okay, find out number of days stayed in the month of May 15th to 30th May. Total days stayed 16 plus next month June 30 plus July 31 plus August 31 plus September 31 plus October 31. Okay, plus equal to 170 days. 170 days. Okay, next find out whether he is resident or non-resident during the assessment year 19-20. Okay, to become resident he has to stay in India for 182 days or 60 days or 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. Okay, first of all find out whether he fulfills first basic condition mentioned under section 6(1) of the act. Okay, 170 days stayed during the previous year 18-19. He does not fulfill first basic condition. Next, find out whether he fulfills second basic condition 60 days during the previous year. Yes. Okay, 60 days idane previous year nalli. Next, find out whether he stayed for 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. Okay, previous year 18-19 ಹಿಂದಿನ 4 ವರ್ಷನ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ. Years preceding the previous year, write down 17-18, 16-17, 15-16, 14-15. Understand? Yes, please see data given in the problem. Okay, table arrival departure table ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 17-18 data ನೋಡಿ. 17-18. Okay, 17-18 on 31st January 2018 he went outside India. ಭಾರತವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ 2017-18 ನ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗಿನಿಂದ 1st April 2017 ಇಂದ 31st January 2018 ವರೆಗೆ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 11 months ಆತ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, 11 months ಡೇಟಾವನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಓಕೆ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 1st April 2017 to date of departure 31st January 2018. Okay, April consists of 30 plus May 31, June 30, July 31 plus August 31 plus September 30 plus October 31 plus November 30 plus December 31 plus January 31. Number of days stayed 305 days ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 305 days. Okay, next 2016-17. Okay, 2016-17 data ನೋಡಿ. He came to India on 20th December 2016. Okay, and he resides during the year. Okay, ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. Okay, previous year end ಆಗುವವರೆಗೆ. Okay, ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ. Please see data given in the problem. Okay, 2016-17 he came to India on 20th December 2016. Okay, he resides during the year ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. Okay, so you have to find out number of days stayed during the year 1617. 20th December 2016 to 31st March 2017. 31st March 2017. Understand? December consists of 31 days. 20th December to 31st December. Number of days stayed during the month of December 12 days plus January 31 plus February 28 plus March 31. Okay, exactly 102 days. Understand? Next, 2015-16. Please see data given in problem. The data relating to 2015-16 not given in the problem because he came to India on 20th December 2016. 15-16 ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನು. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇ ಸ್ಟೇಡ್ ನಿಲ್. 14-15 ಸಹ ನಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, 14-15 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನಿಲ್. Okay, next find out whether he resides in India 365 days or not. 305 plus 102. 305 plus 102 days. How many days stayed in India? 407 days. So he fulfills second basic condition mentioned under section 6(6) of the Act, that is 60 days during the previous year and 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. Understand? Completed. Next, find out whether he is ordinary resident or not ordinary resident in India. To become ordinary resident, he has to fulfill 2 additional conditions mentioned under section 6(6) of the Act. Namely, he has been resident for 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year, and he has to stay in India for 30 days during 7 years preceding the previous year. Okay, whether he fulfills both the additional condition mentioned under section 6(6) of the Act. Okay, please see years preceding the previous year 17-18, 305 days. Okay, more than 182 days. So he becomes resident. First basic condition fulfill ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Next, 16-17. He stayed in India for 102 days. First basic condition fulfill ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, whether he fulfills second basic condition. Okay, 60 days during the previous year. Yes, half of the second basic condition fulfilled. Next, find out whether he stayed 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. 16-17ರ ಹಿಂದಿನ 4 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆಯಾಗಿ 365 ದಿನ ಇದಾನ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆತ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವನು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? 16-17ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದದ್ದು, ಸರಿಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, he does not fulfill 2016-17 residential status, non-resident ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, 15-16 same, non-resident. 14-15 non-resident. Okay, yes, he does not fulfill first basic condition, same as second basic condition also. Okay, ಎರಡು condition ಅನ್ನು fulfill ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Mr. David Miller fails to fulfill both the additional condition mentioned under section 6(6) of the Act. Therefore, he becomes not ordinarily resident of India. Okay, write on conclusion. Name of the assessee David Miller. Assessment year 1920. Previous year 1819. Residential status not ordinary resident of India. Not ordinarily resident of India. Next, write on explanation. David Miller stayed in India for 170 days in the relevant previous year 1819 and also did stay in India for 407 days in 4 years preceding the relevant previous year. So he has fulfilled second basic condition mentioned under section 6(1) of the Act, hence he becomes resident of India for the previous year 1920. David Miller shall be treated as not ordinarily resident of India, as he was not resident of India for more than 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year, and also did not stay in India for more than 730 days in 7 years preceding the previous year. These are some information relating to residential status for the assessment year 1920. Next we shall work out residential status for the assessment year 2021. Okay. Data what you calculated in point A shall be used. Okay, point A ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಅರೈವಲ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಚರ್ ಡೇಟಾವನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತಾ. First of all, write down point B, residential status for the assessment year 2021. Previous year, okay, 2021 ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರುವ previous year 2019-20, which begins from 1st April 2019 and ends on 31st March 2020. Assessment year 2021. Stay in India during the previous year. Please see table. Stay in India during the previous year 1920. 1st May 2019 he came to India and went to outside India 10th August 2019. Okay, you have to calculate number of days stayed from 1st April 2019 to 10th August 2019. Write down 1st May 2019 to 10th August 2019. May consists of 31 days plus June 30 plus July 31 plus August 10 days. Okay, total number of days stayed in the year 102 days. 102 days. Okay, next find out whether he fulfills first basic condition or second basic condition in order to become resident during the previous year 2019-20. Okay, 102 days he does not fulfill first basic condition. Okay, find out whether he fulfills second basic condition. 60 days during the previous year, yes, he fulfilled half of the second basic condition. More than 60 days stayed during the previous year. Next, find out whether he stayed 365 days during 4 years preceding the previous year. Okay, next write down one by one years preceding the previous year. 1920 ಹಿಂದಿನ 4 ವರ್ಷಗಳನ್ನು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 2018-19 107, 2018-19, 17-18, 16-17, 15-16, 14-15. Understand? Yes, 2018-19 you already calculated number of days stayed during the year 18-19 under point A. Point A ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು 170 days ಅಂತ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ 18-19 ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 170 days. Understand? Next 17-18 already calculated. Okay, point A ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ 305 days. 16-17 102 days. 15-16 nil. 14-15 nil. Okay, total it 170 plus 305 plus 102 days. Okay, total 577 days. Okay, he stayed in India for 577 days during 4 days preceding the previous year. So he becomes resident during the assessment year 2021. Next, find out whether he is ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident. Ordinary resident or not ordinarily resident. Completed? Yes. First of all, find out first additional condition. He has been resident for 2 years out of 10 years preceding the previous year. 107 2018-19 data ನೋಡಿ 170 days ಇದಾನೆ, less than 182 days. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ. 60 days ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ 18-19 ನಲ್ಲಿ 60 ದಿನಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿದಾನೆ. ಅದರ ಹಿಂದಿನ 4 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ 365 days ಇದಾನ. ಎಸ್, 305 plus 102, how many days? 407 days. Okay, he fulfills second basic condition, so he becomes resident during the previous year 18-19. Write down R anta entry ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, next 17-18 305 days. Okay, more than 182 days resident. Next 16-17 102 days non-resident. 15-16 non-resident. 14-15 non-resident. ಈ 4 ವರ್ಷದ್ದು 17-18 16-17 15-16 14-15 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ ಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಎಸ್, he fulfills first additional conditions mentioned under section 6(6) of the act. Okay, resident for 2 years out of 10 years. Okay, next find out whether he fulfills second additional condition mentioned under section 6(6) of the act. Okay, he has to stay in India for 730 days or more during previous year. idana 170 plus 305 plus 102. Okay, 577 days during 7 years preceding the previous year. He does not fulfill second additional condition mentioned under section 6(6) of the act, so he becomes not ordinarily resident of India. NOR. Okay, write down conclusion. Name of the assessee David Miller. Assessment year 2020-21. Previous year 2019-20. Residential status not ordinarily resident of India. Not ordinarily resident of India. Okay, write down explanation. David Miller stayed in India for 102 days in the relevant previous year 1920 and also did stay in India for 577 days in 4 years preceding the relevant previous year, and so has fulfilled second conditions of section 6(1). Hence he becomes resident of India for the previous year 1920. To become an ordinarily resident, he must satisfy both the additional condition under section 6(6). While David Miller was resident in India for 2 out of 10 years preceding the previous year, his stay in India 577 days was for less than 730 days during 7 years preceding the previous year. Therefore, he becomes a not ordinary resident of India for the assessment year 2020-21. These are some information relating to point number B, residential status for the assessment year 2020-21. Thank you.